Welcome back to If on a Winter's Night for Travelers. We tried this out. We did 2 sad, tragic stories. There are more stories, however. Yes, indeed. And we are about to enter the 3rd one. Last time, I couldn't figure out how to save. It seems like when people are talking, you can't save. It seems. You have to wait for it to get to the part where you can move the character around. Then you can save. But when they're talking like this, you cannot. I don't think I can pause the game either while I was doing this. I don't know, it's just an odd thing. It's an odd thing about how this game works. But we are now at the beginning of the 3rd story. The doctor is talking, and I believe is about to tell us his story. When we left off, we started his story, and he was in the middle of one of those, like, little surgery theaters. They're doing surgery, and other doctors are sitting on the bleachers watching. We stopped at that point. What does the doctor have to say? He should start at the beginning. Well, we started at the beginning previously. But this is the doctor's beginning. Not the beginning, but a beginning. One of 4. It's the nameless ritual. Right, this is where we left. We can observe the pancreas showing signs of inflammation. What did the patient suffer from? Dr. Samuels, can he tell us? Was it gallstones? Was it cystodemona? Was it alcoholism? I think this man was a drunk. This surely indicates that... Excuse me, Dr. Hayward. Yes, Mr. Lowell. Why are you talking to the janitor? Ah, ha, ha, ha! Oh, what a jest! What a jape! Dr. Samuels, you were saying? Maybe it was gallstones. From this first glance, we can infer that... He doesn't look like a doctor to me. More like a hoodlum. Keep an eye on the scalpels, Dr. Hayward. We don't want him to stick us up. He could rob us blind and disappear in the shadows. Ah, ho, 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 ho. We have fun. Yeah, I bet he's stealing material from the infirmary. To whatever criminal elements he's in cahoots with. Check his pockets, Dr. Hayward. Some supplies have, in fact, gone missing lately. See, I knew it. Let's search him. Somebody hold him. Oh, these nightmares. Getting worse. We're fasting for some reason, and we're feeling our will slipping away. But why are we fasting? The 33rd day of fasting, we can complete the ritual. Got to carry out the final preparations. There's no time to lose. Alright, our doctor is having bad nightmares about those buffoons. Soon they'll know what he is capable of. What is this? Beyond the Veil by T. Neumann. A lower magical process to make the Guardian of the Threshold physically visible by producing a particular mixture of a number of substances. A truly terrible spectral being confronts the magician. He will need all the presence of mind and faith and security of his path. Seek not then to cross this threshold until thou dost feel thyself entirely free from fear and ready for the highest responsibility. Well, I guess the doctor is experimenting with forces beyond human comprehension. Maybe he should not do this, but he has chosen his path, and he's going to show the buffoons. Is that what drives him? What about this wound man? The Wound Man, an ancient medical illustration showing different types of injuries and diseases. This one has particularly interesting notes. The sun rules the intellect. Venus makes the heart yearn. Mercury is the hand in darkness. Mars wields the sword. Jupiter hungers for power and casts Saturn's genitals into the sea. Nothing here about Chibiusa, but it's not a complete chart. Not a complete chart. Oh, the neighbors. We need our quiet, our silence, so we can concentrate on the demons. The ingredients we require for the first part of the ritual. We need to burn the appropriate herb in each bowl. Should bring Mr. Williams' morphine. It's in my jacket pocket. Where is that jacket? Is that a jacket? On the bed. There we go. Yes, my morphine. I mean, we're a doctor. We can carry this around. It's fine. Career at the hospital's already on shaky ground. Okay, he was actually taking supplies home. It's for the terminal patient. Tuberculosis. We're doing it to relieve his pain. He's worried he'll be found out. What's this, what's all this over here about? Bowl of black lead. If I perform the ritual correctly, the guardian should manifest himself in the mirror. If we face him with courage, we'll be granted power beyond imagining. But if there's fear in his heart, he has nothing to lose. There's an iron bowl. There's a copper bowl. And we all know about the purple one that should be in the middle. That's like all three at once. And then you get in the middle in the ring and you say Pargon, Pargon, Pargon. We know how that go. We know how that goes. The Johnsons are always fighting. One of these days it will end in tragedy. They tried intervening once, but they almost the couple tried to tag team him. Some things never really change. But why does our doctor crave the demonic power? We need to find out what makes him tick. What gets under his skin. Good evening, Mrs. Williams. Dr. Samuels, I'm so glad to see you. He was worried he wouldn't come. He got held up at the hospital today. How's he doing? Oh, not good. He can't barely breathe no more. The cough, it's never been this bad. Do you think he's... I'm sorry, Miss Williams. I wish I could do something, like summon a demon that would give me the powers of life and death, but I haven't done that yet. Maybe tonight, Mrs. Williams. He's got the consumption. This will help with the pain. Bless your soul, Dr. Samuels. Well, thanks, because we might need it. We might need a little soul blessing, considering what we're doing. Thank you so much, Doctor. Good night, Dr. Samuels. Bless you. The stairs lead up to the street. Nothing to do out there. Only thing we should be doing right now is focusing on this ritual. Anything else in here we should be looking at? There's a few things. Oh, the fiery summons. It's a forbidden opus in 6 volumes. The passage we need. The sun burns in golden flames. A violent mantle shall devour Mercury. Cast ye the symbol of Venus onto flames of emerald, and engulf in crimson all that belongs to Mars. A raging azure inferno for Jupiter, a black grave for Saturn. I think I have it memorized. An astral chart. Mars, Venus, Saturn aligned tonight. After months of enduring their mockery with fists and teeth clenched. After months of study and discipline, the moment has arrived. The moment to reach out to forces beyond this world. Yes, the mundane forces that humanity commands no longer good enough. We need something more. I sometimes hear them talking of terrible places in my sleep. I try to write down as much as I can when I wake up, but there is so much that I am missing. A chapel in the wilderness, fire among the moaning trees, a theater, a dripping blade, the hateful whispers of the dead, a sunken library where memories are drowned and voices from the past echo in the darkness. What does it all mean? I don't really remember much from my dreams. It's barely anything, just barely bits and pieces. And usually it's not the ethereal eldritch voices from beyond time and space whispering to me. It's usually much more mundane than that. What is this about planetary correspondences? The most complete treaty we have found on the esoteric use of herbs and plants. You combine the green herb and the red one, and then... This is the passage I need. The sun shines on the heliotrope. Mercury smells of fresh hyssop. The visions of wormwood rule over Mars. Venus is the sweetness of the rose. Sage is the wisdom of Jupiter. The hemlock is Saturn's blessing. I think I have it memorized now. All right, so we have a couple documents here about the ritual that we need. What about the bed? I'm afraid of sleeping. That's not a good sign. Nothing else in the pockets. There's a spot in my heart that's becoming a part of my New York. I truly thought things would be different here. Supernatural goings-on in New York. Maybe it's a prequel to Unavowed. Any minute now, a genie is going to walk through the door and be very stern with us. Right. So, the ritual. There's the mirror. There's the pots. We have to put things in the pots and light them on fire. That's what it sounded like. We can begin final preparations. All right, so probably we're going to have to make notes as to what it is they want us to do with... I need to put the herbs in the bowls. Yeah, we should probably read those again and take notes. Well, whatever it was, I'm lighting it up. All right. Oh, I memorized the packet? Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to have to probably just make some notes for myself about what it is that I should do with what. Let me just bring up the old trusted friend being Notepad. We all love Notepad. Right, so it was Sun heliotrope, Mercury hyssop, Wormwood Mars, Venus Rho, Sage Jupiter, Hemlock Saturn, all right, so the other one was the fiery summons. What do we do with this? Sun golden flames, violet for Mercury, Venus, emerald, crimson, Mars, azure, Jupiter, black, Saturn. All right. So, what did I do? So first, what can I see what's in there? I know it's the iron bowl. I put something in there and lit it on fire. Well, let's see. Did I take hyssop? I'm not actually sure if that was the one that I took when I did that. But let's see. Sun is heliotrope. Sun is golden flame. Mercury is hyssop. Mercury is violet. Rose is Venus. And then Venus is emerald. Well, there is a green pot. Why don't we put that in the green pot? Green from corrosion. Wormwood is Mars. Mars is crimson, and that was the one on the left. I think is the red bowl. Sage is Jupiter. Jupiter is azure. Let's take this. And let's put it in here. So I'm sure that I messed that up, but well, let's see what happens when we light all three. Okay, yeah, they go off. So yeah, you destroy. Oh no, that one's black. The one up there is black. So we got black, red, green. All right, so black was Saturn, and Saturn was hemlock. So what if we take the hemlock and put it in the black bowl? And for the red bowl, red was Mars, and Mars was wormwood. And then lastly, we have the green. Green was Venus, and Venus was Rose. And it's only 3 of the 6, but what happens if we do this? Elements are aligned. I must mark my skin with blood. 1 small cut in each spot should suffice. Alright, do I need to get a knife? Do I have a cutting implement? Didn't notice a cutting implement. I'm moving this mouse cursor around. Ooh, pieces of paper. Let's give ourselves the biggest paper cuts you've ever seen. Oh, did I read this? What's this one? It is time. Oh no, that's the knife. The knife has a name? Did we name our knife? It was called Atham, something like that? Okay, use knife on flesh. Oh, the wound man. I didn't actually look at that. No, my hand is hesitating. It doesn't feel right. I need to take notes of the wound man. Must start again. Ritual dagger on myself. Can I look at wound man? Okay, Sun rules intellect. Venus makes heart yearn. Do I need to take more notes? Mercury, hand. Mars, sword. Jupiter, hungers. Saturn, genitals. All right, let me... What were those first two again? As I'm typing these down. It said Sun. And, yeah, Sun is intellect. Venus, heart. All right, so... In those pots are... There's the black pot, which was Saturn. Saturn is genitals. I don't know if the order matters here. It had to be the genitals, what didn't it? If all the places we needed to be had to be the genitals. Then there's red pot, which was Mars, and Mars is the sword. I mean, I get... Would that be just a sword traditionally wielded with the right hand, maybe? Yeah, he's cutting the right hand. And let's see, then there was green, which was Venus, and Venus was the heart. So dig in that chest. All right, looks like we did it. Enter that circle. This is a good idea. What is this? It's not what I expected. Am I meant to cross over? Go to him? So be it then. Adantes fortuna ivat. And in we go. Where am I? Is this really the other side? That must be the Guardian. At long last. What, the guy in the wall? We must remain calm and focused for this moment. Alright, I guess let's go. Oh, that's the wound man. The moment has come. And so have I. Oh, great keeper of the gates, guardian of the threshold, I beseech thee, hear my plea. I have opened the way. I face thee without fear. So it bitter future rotten price taking score price. Fail, unworthy. Oh, what is it that we seek? Do we want knowledge? Do we want healing? Do we want revenge? Well, why do we want this power? The only thing he really mentioned was he wanted to show those buffoons. I guess he wants revenge. My name is Jordan Samuels. I seek revenge. Teach me thy lessons of wrath, that I might humiliate my enemies. Scorn, blood, void, empty, spill, sack, blood, if this blade, blue ood. How do you not pronounce the vowels like that? I do not understand. I thought there would be more wisdom. He should speak clearly and distinctly and offer counsel and guidance. Whatever this creature is, it is not the Guardian. What am I meant to do now? Who art thou, then? Speak thy name! Why am I speaking like this? Who art thou? Once ever... Jordan... always... Doctor... To get... there. Gone. Skull... Was... Bolt... Worth... Samuels... We... Punish, both ever punish, flesh. Madness. I am Jordan Samuels. Me, vile creature, trickster. Why is the Guardian not here? I carry out every step of the ritual to summon his physical form. What else do I need to do? Burn, erase, ice. Mind, purpose, flesh, soul. Not enough. Only one failing. This makes no sense. None of the texts I read mentions something like this. Why is the Guardian not here? Right, we already saw that one. Well, maybe we're just wasting our time. I will not get any of my answers here. I need to try to make sense of this. Oh, well. What's this lamp? Passage in the book. Illumine the darkness ahead of thee. Take not a single step forward until thou art positive that thou hast sufficient oil in thine own lamp. The lamps of the guides whom thou hast hitherto followed will now no longer be available to thee. Yet the light seems to be keeping him alive. Taking it away might kill him. But it is my craving for revenge that has brought me here. The fire is mine. It belongs to me. Nothing shall stand in my way, not even myself. Get that. There we go. I shall not waver. I shall not fail. Warning. But I shall not fail. Look, maybe the wound man failed. Just because the wound man failed doesn't mean I'm going to fail. I'm absolutely not going to fail. The light is sickening. Maybe we just go back through the mirror. Or maybe we can't. Looks like there's no going back through here. There we go. Wonder how that arguing couple is doing. The Johnsons. Something terrible happened here. Mrs. Williams, is that you? Are you all right? You monster! You killed him, you monster! Oh, tentacles. Can't let this get to me. It's a test. Just a test. I did what I had to. Oh, there's an ulcer in the wall. Lovely. Dear Lord, is it alive? I dare you to lick it. He's not gonna. The stairs, they no longer go down to the street, but down. They no longer go up to the street, but downwards. Well, we're here to explore, aren't we? Find that guardian. Figure out why he wasn't here to greet us. I can't see anything ahead. It looks like a dead end. Has to be this way, though. There's nowhere else to go. Deep breath. Do we want revenge or not? There are books and loose pages floating in the water. Where could they have come from? I recognize those bookshelves. I have seen this place before, in dreams. I was lost in a maze of corridors, trying to find something. I cannot remember what or why. Most of these books are moldy and rotten, but some of them are in a surprisingly good condition. God. Another creature? It's not acknowledging me. Does it not know I'm here? Or does it simply not care? Should I try making my presence known? Should I kiss it on the mouth? I think so. Here, my name is Jordan Samuels. I have walked these aisles in dreams. Art thou the keeper of this place? It's paying me no heed. I don't think it's listening to me. There seems to be something else. Scroll? What is it writing? A memory of Jordan Samuels, born April 27th, 1897. Perspectives of how different people perceived him. The librarian sees all perspectives. It's listening to something. What's it listening to? Is the answer everything? Can barely make these out. Most of them don't even have titles. They look like diaries and manuscripts. This place feels old beyond words. Except the words that are in the books. They're those words. Coming from inside this photo album, they do tend to cry, don't they? It's my family, grandparents, father, aunts, mother. Those babies she is holding must be me. But I've never seen this photograph before. What is it doing here? I should bring this book back to that creature. Maybe it was guiding me to it for some reason. Hello, sir. I am carrying a photo album that's crying. It wants the book. So squelchy. What am I doing here? Was I not... I was holding. Was I carrying something? Perhaps it was that dream. It looks so much like this place. Was this creature there too? What does it want? Should I try talking to it? Seems like we're having trouble holding on to our memories in this place. Paying me no attention whatsoever. Looks like it's trying to hear something else. Yeah, same thing is here. But there's something missing. Is there one more memory that needs to be added? We already took that. Have I been here before? Diaries and manuscripts. Now there's another section up here. Whispers, they seem to be coming from this corridor. Stacks and stacks of loose pages. Most of them handwritten, but some are typed. Whispers are coming from this book. There is a note inside. Not any note. That note. That furiously scribbled threat slipped into my mailbox one night. Always the stares, the murmurs uttered under their breath. Or the jeers and the scoffs, if they felt courageous enough. And feel my blood boil just looking at it. Is this what it wants? To remind me why I am doing this? To strengthen my resolve? It must mean something. I have to bring it back to that creature. It wants the book. Is it going to eat it? Seems to be what it does. Yeah. What was I doing here? Was I not? I was carrying something. Maybe it was that dream. Is there still something missing from here? Yeah, he says there's still something missing. Alright, so we went up there. We went down there. Is there anything else that we're not getting yet? Feels like they would crumble if I were to touch them. Some of them are relatively recent. I recognize some of Miss Austen's works. A monument to the depths of the human heart. Spirit and the flesh, inextricably intertwined. Music is close. Memories of music. Tomes on Baroque and classical music. Some titles in Arabic. There is no gramophone. The music is coming from inside this book. We received the acceptance letter from the Chicago College of Medicine and Surgery. Borrowed a tuxedo, spent too much money on a fancy concert, drank too much wine afterwards. Back then, it seemed like we were destined for great things. Why this? Why now? Why am I even here to start with? Maybe if I take this book back to that creature, I will get some answers. Alright. So the music, not really relevant. It's more like music was playing during a very important time in our lives. Nope. We don't remember why we're here. And this thing keeps eating our memories. Are there any memories left to put down? Yep. Something missing. Sounds of war. We were told that he was a field medic. Great War, diaries, maps, field reports. Here we go. The Harlem Hellfighters took the village while bombs rained on them like fire from the sky. They took so many casualties, they were taken off the line the very next day. Those things made Samuel into the person he is today. The creature wanted him to find it. Is this the final book? Maybe there's something else? Yeah? Still something to find. A sound. Getting more familiar the closer we get. Coming from this book. The letter inside. The envelope, the handwriting, we do not need to open it. I'm sorry, Eunice. You deserve so much more. New York felt like the place he needed to be. Did the creature want us to find this? Did he leave Eunice? He had to go find himself in New York? He's not the man that Eunice fell in love with, not after the war. Gonna eat this, and there we go. Oh, good. How did I get here? I can't remember anything. All my memories were eaten by a demon. Crater in a dead soldier's remains. Did a battle take place here? Dear Lord, what happened here? It's like a war was happening. I've never seen this banner before. Looks familiar. Makeshift infirmary. I'm somehow familiar with these kits. Bell Tower has been blown to smithereens. This place must have sustained a terrible bombing. Bloody sheets, what seem to be corpses. It's an improvised field hospital. It's Reverend Williams. Dr. Samuels, welcome to the Chapel Perilous. I've been waiting for you. Do I know you? Apologies, I seem to have... What did you call me? It's all right. I know what you've done. It's all gone now. Your name. But yes, you do know me. You did a good thing for me once. Did I? Yes, and never for a moment did you hesitate. You took the fire of divinity into your hands and acted with the certainty of a thunderbolt. Life and death laid bare before you. Such a sight to behold. It sounds arrogant of me. It was not your arrogance, but your kindness. You suffered with me, and my pain was yours. But this soul of yours, this kindness, you need it for another purpose. This fire must be wielded again. The Guardian. Ah, you still remember. Yes, the Guardian, like the texts say. I must become a perfect and glorious being, or fall a prey to corruption. And should this occur, I would drag thee also down with me into a dark and corrupt world. And you do also remember what brought you here, don't you? Yes, I came here seeking revenge. Yes, and yet it is also said that my threshold is fashioned out of all the dread of the strength needed to take full responsibility for all thy thoughts and actions. Years, many years ago, you did not take full responsibility for your thoughts and actions. This has been a burden. Today, you must free yourself of this burden of bygone lives. Look around you. You abandoned these men. You left them to suffer and die in great pain and agony. You were young then. You didn't know better. Now is the time to rectify that. Free them, Dr. Samuels, like you freed me. And I will hear your confession once your dues are paid. A gauze bandage is covering his eyes. Good Lord, his hands. Only an explosion could have done this. He seems to be in shock. Soldier, can you hear me? My name is... I'm a doctor. Doctor, not here, left. He left. Not here. He has been blinded by shrapnel. His hands have been blown off almost completely. He is delirious with fever. Without antibiotics, he will surely die in a matter of hours, or days if he is unfortunate. What about this pillow? He's holding onto a pillow, grabbing it with all of his strength. The pain must be unbearable. What's your name, soldier? Sleep. If I could just sleep. Doctor said he'd make me sleep. He said he would. He would come back, help me sleep, but... He left. There are other people to speak to. His jaw half his jaw has been shot off. He's alive somehow, but barely conscious. He's also bleeding from his stomach, but this is not a gunshot. He must have tripped when he was shot and fallen on a piece of metal or a fence. I cannot even begin to imagine his agony. He's wearing an ammo belt. Maybe there's some ammunition left in it. But I will not take it and leave him like this. I need to find a way to help him first. I am sorry. I have been told what I did, even though I cannot remember. But I will not walk away this time. Well, if it isn't Dr. Jordan Samuels himself. So I've been told, but I have no memory of my name or what I did to get here. Do I know you? Oh, I do know you. Yes, Doctor, I remember you. I can't ever forget you. I've been here so many times. I've done this so many times. Over and over, waiting here, hoping that you'll bring me a bullet so I can blow my fucking brains out. And you just walk away every time. You walk away saying you'll help me, and then you never look back, you bastard. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. cannot remember any of these things. You're always sorry, Doctor. Have you talked to Shane this time? Quite the nervous fella, ain't he? He remembers everything, over and over. He just wants to sleep, the poor guy, but he can't forget you either. And Jim? Seen him yet? Doesn't talk much, that one. Only moans sometimes, when he's unlucky enough to drift back to the surface. I'm sure he remembers too. I'm sure in that blackness of his there's a name echoing again and again. His legs. He must have stepped on a landmine. He's waving a gun around. Please, soldier, hand me over that gun. I promise I will help you. Wouldn't you like for me to do that? Again. Not a chance, Doctor. Get me a bullet, and I'll take care of it myself. What is your name? Name's Luke, Doc. Lucky Luke, they used to call me. Not anymore, I guess. Ha ha! Luke, I... Say, Doc, what do you think will get me first? The gangrene or the infection? Just kidding. I already know. It's happened so many times. Always the same way. Not gonna be any different now, is it? We leave. What's in our medical supplies? There might be something useful here. A jar with some opium pills. 8, maybe 10. They must have been here for a very long time. Opium in tablet form is not very common anymore. If that is the case, they probably lost a great deal of their potency. I will need to use all of them if I want to... ... Why do I remember all this? Yeah, you gotta forget these things. Alright. Let's begin, I suppose. Yeah, oh yes, what am I thinking? I can't ask him to swallow all these pills without water. I mean, that's how inconsiderate of me. Do we see any water around here? The baptismal font. You usually don't drink out of those. I need a container. What can we hold some water in? Not the church bell. It's too big. Oh, yon flask. Yeah, pick up the flask is what I'm saying. An empty canteen. This will have to do. All right, soldier. I have some sleeping pills for you. Take all your medicine. I'm sorry for having kept you here for so long. Farewell. I hope the pain is finally over. Let's take his pillow. He won't need this, but I know someone who does. Time to go home, soldier. I can take the bullets now. Goodbye, Jim. I have your bullet. Found what you wanted. Well, I'll be damned. Thank you, Doctor. I never thought the day would come. Now, you might want to step back a bit. I hope you found your peace at last. Only ashes now. I guess let's head to the confessional. It is done. I'm ready, Reverend. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Is there anything you wish to confess? I don't know. I just killed 3 men. I should feel something. Relief, guilt, horror, pride? Anything? The only thing I feel is empty, hollowed out. I'm so tired. How long has this been going on? How long have I been here? Worry not. You've done well. How? What does that mean? It doesn't matter now. You're almost there, Doctor. There is but one more trial ahead of you. And you shall finally come face to face with the Guardian. But what is the point? I remember nothing, not even who I was. What will I ask? What do I want? You need only remember this. You created the Guardian the first time you ever made a choice. And you've been feeding him ever since, with every action, every decision. Every act of charity, every lustful thought, every life saved. Everything you are, he is too. If your soul is corrupt, so is he. And everything you've given up, you'll need to take back from him. Only after confronting him will you be able to cross the threshold. But fear not, you will understand. Soon enough. Now, go. Oh, wait. For penance, say 10 Hail Marys. And... Dr. Samuel, so glad you made it. These boys and I have been waiting for you. You must be so excited. Oh, to cross the threshold at last. You've given so much. So much. But let's not waste time, shall we? I think you know what to do by now. Oh, no, don't bother. There's nothing left of you but flesh. We're your voice now, and you shall speak only through us. Now pay attention. I have given my mind to the waters. Repeat now, Doctor. Well, hold on. Before I do that, you can click a save game. You can only do this when they're not talking. I've hit a save game. Listen carefully. Okay, they do repeat. I've given my mind to the waters. Well, pretty simple to repeat. Do I need to find the people who said it? Like, I have. Okay, yeah, I have. Given my mind Not listening. Again. All right, so let's listen again. Okay, there. 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 Then up there. Then down there. Repeat now, Doctor. I have given my mind to the waters. Excellent. Peel back the first layer now. All right, peel it off. And listen. Listen carefully. I have, so down there. Going up to the right. Then over to the left. Then a little bit down to the right. And then up to the right a little bit. Repeat, Doctor. I have consigned my soul to the flames. All right, take it off. Take that scalpel. Yeah, we already took the clothes off. We're going to need a scalpel for the second layer. Things we do for power. Listen once more. Up there, upper right. Then lower right. Then down center. Then upper left. And then a little bit lower to the right. Repeat, Doctor. I now surrender my flesh to the blade. Excellent, excellent. Oh, now the retractor. That's when things get nasty. Open that yawning gate. The hungry void awaits. One last time, we need to listen. All right. Over on the left. Then upper right. Down center. Then to the right. Then upper left. Repeat, Doctor. Repeat. And I offer my blood to the mirror. Yes, yes, you know what to do. You know what to do. Open the threshold. Open the path to the Guardian. Become the empty, yawning void. I feel like I lost 10 pounds. We could also save, since dialogue ended. I cannot look at my guts that fell out. Maybe all we need to do is leave. Is that our final trial? Is this the Guardian? Has he finally appeared? Finally! The Hollow One. I was beginning to think it hadn't worked. Feels like I've been stuck here for an eternity. Very well then, let us get this over with already. Exist no more. Now. Ow. Hey. Yes, yes, at last. All right. Now I'm controlling this man, who is the same man, but wearing a mask. Is this everything we are, then? I should not cross without that invitation. Where did I... Oh, our invitation, yes. Where did we put that? Ah, on the bed. Time to get out of here. Through we go. I remember nothing after that. Gasp. Well, that's quite a story. The question is, where are we now? What if this is yet another test? For me, for all of us. Oh my, what an idea. Look around you, Dr. Samuels. The only thing that is being put to the test is how many glasses of champagne one can drink. Layla, could I have a word? Please excuse me, if you will. As I was saying, say, is it getting hot in here? So take off, etc., etc. What are you doing mingling with the humans? Are you tricking them again into telling you their stories? You know I can't help it. And you know it's not allowed. What do you find so fascinating about them anyway? I don't know. I wonder how it feels for them, I guess. The pain. The constant struggle. Dying alone and forgotten. By their own hand, even. But we can't mingle. And we can't allow ourselves to... Wait. What did you mean by that? By what? By their own hand, even? If that's true, they should be at the back of the train. What are they doing here? I don't know. They just told me. You heard. No, there's something else here. Don't tell me you invited them personally. Please, don't tell any... You gave them masks? You sent invitations? You collected them? You can't do this. They were meant for below. You know how strict the numbers are. Are you insane? These ones deserved it. You should have heard what they went through. That is not your call to make. I know. I'm really sorry. It won't happen again, I swear. Oh, for the glory... All right. I won't say anything. But please don't do this ever again. They were meant for below. We're still going below, just a little less steep for them. Eligible for the redemption lottery every 144,000 years even. And maybe never. Still a better chance than what they had up there. Please, I just wanted to hear their stories. Layla. You're gonna get us sent to the swamps one day. Oh, that Layla. She loves a story. I mean, isn't that hopeful? Maybe no matter what sins you've committed in the afterlife, maybe a helpful demon will say, hey, I want to hear your story. You may get off on a higher level of hell. Maybe you get off on the one where all the cool pagans are hanging out, right? Like there's no torture there. It's just you don't get to live in the light of God. You know, cool pagans. The doctor's story got quite a bit darker than the other ones. Like the first story was very short, and it was much more to the point of a lover's quarrel ending up becoming an accidental lover's murder. And then the guy said, oh no, what am I going to do? There's only one thing to do. Get the rope. And then the second story was the woman who had, I guess, already died, but it was just taking her a while to realize it. as she was unearthing the story of what happened to her and her husband and Lord Socks, her cat. Remember Lord Socks? She was wondering, where's Lord Socks? We finally found him. That was the second story. Then the third story of the doctor here, who says, I want power. I am no longer baby. I want power. And just decides to perform the ritual of the knife on himself and travel through the dark realms. I wasn't really sure what was happening at the end there, where you walk in on yourself and then yourself kills you, and then yourself is already wearing the mask and has the invitation. Not really sure how to interpret that bit. The other two stories, it's easier to interpret, I think. It's when someone is on the brink of death, they get the invitation. And the doctor that we were traveling as never got the invitation, but the doctor we walked in on did have the invitation and the mask. I don't really know how to interpret what was happening there. He wanted power through dark sorcery. Why was there a second one of us? Hard to say. Either way, it seems that right after that, he was on the train, and he's confused. He's saying, hey, where's the power? I went through the mirror. I was going to get the power. I'm on this train. Regardless of what happened exactly, the only thing we do know is that he is dead, as the other two were. And they're on their way to hell. It's just like, they got a higher level of it. Because since they were all guilty of killing themselves, they were meant to go to a lower level of hell. I mean, in the case of the doctor, like, killing himself kind of literal in that he killed a second version of himself. Still a little unclear what was happening there. But the three travelers, not really sure what's going on. They don't really realize they're dead. They just think they're on a fancy train, wearing their fancy masquerade party masks. And they're not really sure what's happening, so they're telling their story to the fourth traveler on the train, who turned out was a demon, who she knew the score. She knew what was going on. And just wanted to hear their stories. They were not supposed to be there. They were supposed to be on a lower level. They were supposed to be at the back of the train to go to a lower level. But they lucked out, I guess. You might say, how lucky is that really? But, at least a little bit of luck to end up in a slightly better level of hell than where they were going to. Because Layla just loves to hear the stories. And that is If on a Winter's Night for Travelers. There are the 4 masks. I think Layla's was the skull mask. I'm actually not sure whose mask is who. I might assume that the woman, the second story, would have been wearing the cat mask, because of course she was a cat owner. With Lord Socks. I'm not sure who of the other two. I'm not sure which mask is which. But yeah, I thought maybe we were getting a fourth story because it says 4 travelers. But it turns out that the fourth traveler, she doesn't have a story to tell because she's not dead. She's a demon the whole time, I guess. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed If on a Winter's Night for Travelers. It's as excellent art. That's like the main striking thing. The art in this is really good. Yeah, just like a little horror anthology kind of thing. Short, doesn't overstay its welcome. I quite enjoyed it. We heard the 3 stories of 3 travelers, and our 4th traveler was just a stand-in for us, I guess. She was the audience who just wanted to hear a good story. Well, that's our playthrough of If on a winter's night for travelers, or depending on how you're reading it, if for a winter's traveler's night.